A trusted WordPress vendor update channel was compromised, delivering a backdoor version of Uncanny Automator Pro to licensed customer sites. Last week, we reported on 2 WordPress supply chain compromises, one where attackers pushed backdoored code through Shaped Plugin's commercial update channel, and another where Automotive brands served tampered JavaScript from a vendor-controlled CDN. This week, the same theme continues with Uncanny Automator Pro. Uncanny Automator is a workflow automation plugin for WordPress. Site owners use it to connect different plugins, apps, memberships, forms, courses, stores, webhooks, and other actions together, so one event on the site can trigger another. The free version is on WordPress.org, and the paid pro version gets updates through Uncanny's own license update infrastructure. On June 15th, Uncanny Automator disclosed that an attacker had compromised part of its infrastructure on June 12th. According to the company, the attacker exploited a vulnerability in third-party software running on automatorplugin.com. From there, the attacker reached 2 sensitive parts of the business: the store and licensing system, and the server that distributes Uncanny Automator Pro updates. The customer data side of the incident exposed names, email addresses, Uncanny Automator license keys, and the website URLs associated with those licenses. Uncanny says no credit card data was involved because payments are handled by Stripe and PayPal, and account passwords were not exposed in usable form because they were stored as cryptographic hashes. As a precaution, the company reset all account passwords. For a limited window, Uncanny's update server distributed a backdoored build of Uncanny Automator Pro version 7.3.0.5. Licensed sites that checked for an update during that window could download the tampered package directly from the vendor's own update infrastructure. Uncanny says the tampered build was available from about 6:30 p.m. Eastern on June 12th until 4 p.m. on June 13th. The company says fewer than 6% of sites received the compromised version, and Uncanny Automator Lite, the free version on WordPress.org, was not affected. If a site did install the compromised 7.3.0.5 build, Uncanny is very direct about the impact. That site contains malware and a backdoor and should be treated as compromised. Updating over the top is not enough. Removing and reinstalling the plugin may not be enough either, because the attacker's code may have already created persistence elsewhere on the site. Uncanny says it removed the attacker's access on June 13th, removed the tampered build, published a verified clean 7.3.0.6 release, rotated credentials and keys the attacker could have reached, and contacted affected customers directly using its download logs. Now, there's also an obvious and unanswered question about the root cause because of what we covered last week. In the Automotive incident, the company said the attacker used the critical UpdraftPlus vulnerability to compromise a separate marketing website server, found a CDN API key, and used that key to tamper with JavaScript served to opt-in Monster, TrustPulse, and PushEngage sites. That UpdraftPlus flaw was submitted through the Wordfence bug bounty program, patched quickly by the UpdraftPlus team, and allows unauthenticated attackers to run remote procedure calls as the connected administrator on sites that have been connected to Updraft Central. For Uncanny Automator, the company has not publicly named the third-party software that was exploited, so we don't want to state that this was also UpdraftPlus unless that is confirmed. But given the timing and given the Automotive incident, it is one of the key questions defenders and incident responders in the WordPress ecosystem will be asking. If you run Uncanny Automator Pro, check your installed version. If you're on 7.3.0.5, or if your site updated during the June 12th to June 13th exposure window, follow Uncanny's remediation guidance and treat the site as compromised. Update to the clean 7.3.0.6 release or later, scan the files on disk, check for unexpected administrator accounts, review scheduled tasks and database changes, and rotate credentials that may have been exposed. The repository, an independent news outlet reporting on WordPress, also reports that MonsterInsights customers were targeted with phishing emails during the same broader incident window. Those emails pushed a fake MonsterInsights 10.3.0 security update, cited a fake CVE, and sent users to a typo-squatted domain. MonsterInsights has about 2 million active installations, so even if the phishing messages were caught by spam filters in some cases, the attempt shows how quickly attackers can pivot from a successful compromise into campaigns that leverage the stolen data from that compromise. So for Uncanny Automator customers, be especially cautious with email right now, because names, email addresses, license keys, and website URLs were accessed. Phishing messages could look very convincing.